it like stepping into these roles, knowing how pivotal they are to the larger mythology?
It's so exciting. It's such a privilege to play a character that means that much to that many people. A little bit daunting potentially because obviously we want to do a really good job, but I think we feel confident that we have, and we've had the support of not only, the fans who've just been overwhelmingly lovely and excited since day one, but also the Outlander cast. I feel like really welcomed us with
Mm.
open arms from the very beginning,
Oh
and it
yeah,
made us feel very, comfortable and
that
safe.
that support from the beginning, like the fan support is one thing, but having the OG cast, and we are both Outlander nerds, right? So like the first time I got to meet like Sam and Richard Rankin and Katrina,
Mm.
I was like,
It's crazy, isn't it?
yeah,
After
I was
seeing them
like,
on the screen for
big
so
fan, big
long.
fan, yeah. But that support really goes a long, long way to making us feel like we can do the best that we
Mm.
can. The main thing for me is when you're looking at a project or a script, you're trying to find the overarching theme. Like what is this really telling? What is the story about? Who's it for? Why are you doing it? So that's the first thing I really look for this is like, why am I telling this story? Why am I playing this character? Why am I saying these words? Looking at these whys, and filling in those. And ultimately, it's a love story, and who doesn't love to tell stories about love? Um, and like you said, it's so lovely. Like it's deeply personal. And when I make it relevant to me, Jamie, um, why I'm telling this story about love was because I want more people to love in the world. I want them to see these relationships on screen. Not just Brian and Ellen's, but also Julia and Henry's. I want them to see these relationships and really think about love, think about their own relationships, and spread a little love in the world. Who doesn't love that? Yeah.
This series is set in a rich historical context, with these sweeping landscapes, of course, and political tensions, right? So, how do those elements shape Ellen and Brian's relationship?
Yeah, I think I mean, they're obstacles in our character's journey, for sure. I think, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but Ellen, she's betrothed to someone else, which is, it's a betrothal which is going to enable an alliance to be formed between the clans, which was extremely important at the time. It was all about clan politics, and women were almost used as what's the word? Mm, I want to say
Tools,
fodder, but I don't know if
butter.
that's the right word at all. Is
No,
that the
yeah,
right?
it's currency.
Yeah,
Currency.
good one. Women were currency. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And yeah, their lives weren't their own. Their choices weren't their own. And so I think the fact that these two people who are from rival clans are choosing to be together is kind of like an act of rebellion, really, in itself. Although they don't, that's not why they're doing it. They're doing it because they've fallen in love with each other and they don't really have a say. Their hearts have chosen for them. But yeah, it
Right on.
definitely adds an element of danger to the whole thing because they really are dealing with life and death every day that they choose to be together.
What are you most excited about longtime fans and newcomers to experience when they, kind of deep dive into Outlander Blood of My Blood?
I'm excited for the OG fans to see the origin stories of the characters that they love. My personal favorite is Murta. I think played by Rory Alexander in our show, who's such a lovely lad. He's so sweet and he's just got the biggest puppy dog eyes. And when you see Murta, he's very similar to that in season one of Blood of My Blood, and then you compare that to the Murta 30 years later. There's a stark difference. So I'm excited for fans to see the journey that he goes on, and of course, all these other characters of the how they change.
I'm excited for
Right on.
fans to see Brian's jacket.
Ha!
It's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
And it meant a lot to you, didn't it?
It did mean a lot
Jamie
to me.
loves that jacket. He really wants
That's a
it.
nice jacket. Yeah.
He got a bit more acting to do in it first.